Hey guys, it's Jessica Hayes. So today I will be reviewing and time testing the LaSplash Ultra Definition Cream Foundation. I've been using this foundation quite consistently in the last few weeks, and a few of you have been asking for reviews, and I promised I would give you guys a good review on the foundation. I of course just wanted to wear it for a bit and see if I actually liked it and all that good stuff. So if you keep watching, I'm going to be applying the LaSplash Ultra Definition Foundation, and I'll also be wearing it throughout the day and doing a kind of time test check-in review of it as well, so that you can see how it wears on the skin too. So I'm going to be using the shade Macadamia, and this is the packaging that it comes in. Pretty sleek, pretty different. It's just like a chrome ball. So you open it up and it's got this little lid protecting it. Probably the most annoying thing with the foundation is that it comes in this kind of tub, which means you've either got to dip something into it or dip your fingers into it, but I wouldn't recommend dipping your fingers into it. I'm going to use this clean end of my brush, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit over the face. So this foundation is oil free, so you will have to work a little bit quicker with it, but using a really damp beauty blender, I've found that it doesn't dry up in patches like some of those really long wear foundations do. But I'll usually just do one side of my face and then start on the other. And then I'm just kind of patting it into the skin. I just added a little bit more on the back of my hand just for a little more coverage down here where I've got a few little breakouts. So this foundation is oil free and paraben free. It's got a little bit of cucumber extract in it as well, so even though it dries matte, it will still keep you hydrated throughout the day with humectants. So there we go, you can see the amount of coverage that's given me already. I'm gonna go ahead and blend on the other side. Any areas where you don't need a lot of coverage, like me with my forehead, I don't need that much coverage, so I'm just using whatever's left on the beauty blender and just blending upwards. Even though it says it's oil free and to work quickly with it, I still feel like I get a lot more playtime with it than I do with some other foundations. Some of the foundations that I've used in the past that are those long wear ones, I feel like they dry so quickly and you just can't play with them at all. Like once they're on, they're on. But I don't really feel like that with this foundation. Maybe other people do because it does say so in the instructions. I feel like I get just as much playtime as I would with any other full coverage foundation. I'm not gonna bother with concealer, I'm just gonna get a little more of that onto the very tip of my beauty blender just to cover this little friend that I have going on here. So I'm gonna dab that onto my friend, and then I'm just gonna use this brush to blend around it so it's not just a spot of foundation. I'm just gonna apply the tiniest little bit of Kat Von D translucent locket powder just through the center of the face. So let me give you a little bit of a closer look. This is the LaSplash Ultra Definition Cream Foundation in the shade Macadamian. So this is quite a full coverage foundation. It is more of a satin matte, oil-free, paraben-free. I have in the past few days worn it as a little more of a medium coverage, and that works as well. I don't think you could get a sheer coverage from it, but definitely a medium to full coverage with this foundation. Probably go even more full than I have on right now, but personally I don't like a very thick foundation. So this is the perfect amount of coverage for me for more of a full coverage foundation. So I just applied the rest of my makeup, blush, bronzer, highlighter, and some lips and brows. I'm going to be doing a time test of this foundation so you guys can see exactly how it wears. So I will check in with you guys in a few hours. So it's officially been 6 hours since I did my makeup, and this is it untouched. You can see it's only come away a little bit where my glasses were. I was wearing some really big heavy sunglasses, but you can kind of just pat that in a little bit. It's not like some of those long wear foundations where you just can't move it at all. So just pat that in a little bit. But yeah, you can see a little bit of my natural skin oil has come through. It looks really good and untouched everywhere else. And just for the record as well, it is 72 degrees here today. I'll definitely check back in a few hours as well so you guys can see the final wear of the day before I take it off. So it's been 10 hours now since I first put the foundation on, and it's still, in my opinion, looking really good. I like the fact that it hasn't broken up anywhere. Most of the time that I ever wear a long wearing or full coverage foundation, it kind of tends to shift in areas and remove itself. You can see it's kind of started to break up just a tiny bit on the tip of the nose there. I wear glasses all day, so it tends to come off the nose area just a little bit there. But otherwise, everywhere else is all looking really good and pretty flawless. So that is my time test and review of the LaSplash Ultra Definition Cream Foundation. Like I said, I am in the shade Macadamia. They apparently are bringing out a few more shades coming up soon. If you're a little more pale than me, then I would say that this would be too dark for you for sure. I feel like it's on the cusp for me, a smidge darker, and it would be definitely too tan for my skin tone. But my overall review, I am really happy with this foundation. I don't always love wearing a full coverage foundation, but it definitely has its need sometimes, especially if your skin is having a little breakout or you just want more of a full coverage foundation for nighttime as well. So this will absolutely be my go-to for a full coverage foundation. I have tried quite a few other full coverage cream foundations such as the Urban Decay All Nighter, the Kat Von D Lock-It. I will leave my shades in those below if you've tried those. So hopefully that will be helpful with you figuring out if this shade would work for you as well. But I definitely like this LaSplash foundation better than the Urban Decay and the Kat Von D one. I find that with those ones, definitely after wearing it for 10 hours, it would have absolutely broken up on my face already. So I'm just super stoked about the longevity of this foundation. So I hope this little review has been helpful for you. A lot of people on Instagram have been asking my opinion on this foundation, and I just wanted to wear it for a while. Just for me, sometimes I will notice that my skin starts to break out after I try a new foundation as well, and this one hasn't made me break out, and I really love the longevity of it. Also the way that it sits on my skin. I like the satin finish of it. It's not too matte, as you can see. Most of my natural skin oils have definitely come through by the end of the day, and I love the way that it looks. I have a slightly oily skin tone, especially after I've worn a foundation for a while, and I feel like this one is matte enough without being too matte. And it's also satin enough without letting my skin get too shiny by the end of the day. If you have super dry skin, I would say that this foundation probably isn't a good choice for you because it is more on the matte side. If you have normal to oily skin, I would say definitely go ahead and give it a try. The LaSplash foundation runs for $28, but I do have an affiliate discount code for you guys to use. That's 25% off, and I will leave that in the description box below. For now, I am super duper tired and I can't wait to wash my face off and go to bed because I love sleep so much. But hopefully this review has been helpful for you, and I really appreciate you guys watching. If you'd like to know more about the skincare that I use, that was the last video that I did, so I'll make sure I link that as well. And thank you for watching, guys. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you around for my next video. Bye.